This is Moreno. I'm at the Mixed County Fair. These county fairs are an amazing part of Ohio agricultural tradition. These students work all year. They work really hard, and the community really comes out and shows their love for the kids, for the community, for Ohio. If you haven't been to a state fair soon, come on out. It's an amazing experience. Mixed County, beautiful day here. Ohio's a great state with great people. Well, here we are, another ridiculous indictment against President Trump. If we do not stop and immediately end the weaponization of our justice system, nothing else will matter. If the left, the radical left, can keep President Trump off the ballot, which, make no mistake, that's what they want. This is classic election interference. Nothing else will matter. And while words may be great, we need actions. So here are my 5 action points. Number 1, we have to immediately begin impeachment proceedings against Joe Biden. Number 2, we have to begin impeachment proceedings on Christopher Wray and Merrick Garland, the architects of this weaponization of government. Number 3, we have to use the power of the purse to defund these very systems that are weaponizing our justice system. Number 4, we have to stop all judicial appointments to prevent Biden from stacking our courts before we take office in 2025. These are radical judges that are going to continue to weaponize our justice system for years if we don't stop it. And number 5, let's support J.D. Vance's plan to block all DOJ appointments and promotions until we see that the justice system is not weaponizing its system against Americans. It's been almost 3.5 years since China unleashed COVID on the world. It's been almost 3.5 years since we saw the beginning of the tyrannical reign of politicians who wanted to control us with mask mandates, COVID mandates, vaccine mandates, passports. These were things that we thought we had left in the past, but here we go again. I'm reading reports that the Biden administration, many colleges and universities, hospitals in New York want to bring these mask mandates back, force students and employees to get vaccinated. I fought these mandates from the very beginning. It's one of the main reasons I decided to run for public office. So I'm calling on Ohio colleges, Ohio universities, and Ohio businesses to resist any effort to reinstate these tyrannical mandates. We know they don't work. They should never be done. They're antithetical to American freedom and liberty. I'm also committing to you as your next United States Senator that I will fight any attempt to have these mandates put in place. If that means cutting off funding for universities and colleges that force students to get vaccinated, to force them to put masks on, for corporations that do business for the federal government to have these mandates in place, we will fight hard to make sure that these corporations are not funded with your taxpayer dollars. Let's make certain that the left is not given the tool that they want, which is universal mail-in balloting as a result of saying that there's another COVID emergency. We've seen this movie twice. We don't want to see this movie again. Join me in making certain that we make it clear to our elected officials that we will not comply with any movement towards any of these tyrannical mandates ever again. This is Bernie Moreno. I'm in Canton, Ohio, the site of the Republic factory that's here. As you may know, this factory was just shut down. This company was bought by a Mexican billionaire a few years ago. They quite literally gutted the company, took all the cash from America to Mexico. They packaged up the valuable equipment here at this factory, shipped it to create a state-of-the-art steel mill in Mexico, where their plan is to lay off 500 American workers here in Canton, Ohio, make that same steel in Mexico, ship that steel to the US. This is exactly the kind of terrible trade deals that we've allowed to happen. At the end of the day, Grupo Mexico should be here honoring the union contract they signed 3 months ago. They violated the WARN Act and should be responsible for that. And what they've got to do is pay every cent it takes to make certain that this 300-acre parcel is ready for development. By irresponsibly shutting down this factory quickly, they have unleashed an environmental disaster here. To properly shut down a steel mill like this, experts told me would take months, if not years, and they did it instantly, laid off all the employees, This cannot be allowed to stand. We need to have Republicans in our federal government and our state government clearly and unequivocally make a statement to Grupo Mexico that they cannot irresponsibly leave this factory and the workers and the people who depended on this factory here and leave them with nothing. This is a total and complete disgrace. The Mexican company cannot be rewarded, cannot be allowed to do that. If they want to ship their steel in from Mexico, they've got to do it with massive tariffs unless they take care of what they've done here and can't deny. Years ago, shining example of American ingenuity, American greatness. Today, this hotel is fully occupied. All 1,025 rooms completely booked, full of illegal migrant families being housed here at a cost of $6,000 per month per family. That's $75 million in taxpayer money used here at this one hotel in Midtown Manhattan. The worst part of the story, this hotel is owned by the Pakistani government. That's right, the same government that housed Osama bin Laden is now getting $75 million a year from American taxpayers to house families that are here illegally in America.